Peach or Daisy.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, with Squad Strike, I remember there's like a big thing in like when like the game first came out in 2018. Like, hey, can we put Echoes in like Squad Strike tournaments?
Right.
And after, like the first like 1 or 2 locals, people were like, yeah, whatever, just run with whatever. And then TOs were like, I'm on to you guys.
And then they realized,
yeah,
you can't play your main twice. Shame on you.
But Ken and Ryu are different.
All right. Coming in, we're leading with Peach. I do agree. Sometimes people like to save them for the anchor if they have confidence in their comeback mechanics, but Orex likes to get that lead and stick with it.
And then it looks like against Orex, we have Mexidan, which is leading off with Cloud, and then in the back we have, if I'm not mistaken, Byleth, and then Yoshi.
Interesting. Yeah, that Byleth is really hard to make out, huh?
Yeah, it's generic blonde anime character.
Boy, oh boy. Could be Corrin, could be Byleth.
Okay.
It's Byleth for sure.
Not Cloud. Cloud's in the front right now.
In fact, blonde on blonde.
But Peach against Swords is usually tough, but he's doing it right now.
In fact, the turnips are very deadly in Orex's hands. Oh my goodness, but that is even deadlier.
Yep. But deadly once. He has to wait a little bit longer until his next one.
Yeah, thank goodness. Peach in the meantime.
Gosh, this ain't Smash 4 anymore.
No, certainly not.
We are keeping close here on the percent. In fact, actually now Cloud's taking the lead since that time. Great grab there, keeping Peach at the ledge. Let's see what we can get any further from that.
Reminding us of the matchup and maintaining that stage control almost effortlessly. My goodness, almost stealing the stock on his main. That's not how you expect this first match to go if you're leading with your strongest character.
All right, we got the turnip in hand. How is it going to prevent any kind of coming here with this limit? We could see a Blade Beam. We could see a Cross Slash.
There's 4 total options. 3, actually.
And during those options, you also get the increased dash speed and things like that. So it's a whole like new kid of a character.
Oh, yeah.
But it's gone.
But it's gone. Anyway, it's gone. Don't worry about anything we're talking about.
I'll be honest, he was going to keep that out. And like, let's see, Orex though, like Peach packs some power behind her. Like those forwarders right there. One more hit off stage could be it for Mexidan.
Yeah. Oh, or no hit at all.
He's trying to be a little fancy there with the second hit of the uppy coming down, but just a little too low comparatively.
Right. This is where it gets really scary because with a big, slow, swingy character like Byleth, Orex could simply avoid all of the killing blows.
Avoid them, but it's like eventually though, yes, you get closer like those moves, like forward smash and things like that. I think side B from Byleth is like such a busted DLC move.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The character, not as good as your other 599s, but that side B, ooh,
that side B
that's
is
worth
paying for. But my goodness, finding the opportunity for it, that's the question. Because Orex will more than contentedly make his distance outside of your threat bubble entirely, and he'll know it. Oh.
Speaking of threat bubbles, too, it's like Peach doesn't like swords. It's like, yeah, already had Cloud. Now we got an even longer like kit of swords, arrows, everything, axes, etc.
The whole arsenal.
Right?
Up to use a lane of projectiles and swords.
Great pressure, though, getting the Nair into the grab, getting some more damage on there. But a Nair, not going to be able to kill yet. You need another follow-up from there.
This Peach is well bruised by now. If you're making it 180% and still managing to extend your lead, that's what I call anger management.
Right? I don't know if Byleth taught that class.
Wasn't there like a whole video game about this?
Yeah,
Peach
like,
managing her emotions really well? It was almost magical.
Super Princess Peach on a Nintendo DS.
I think Super Princess Peach is in the house tonight.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
Who
gracious.
cares how much range that they had? Orex is still pulling to 188%, but one good timed Nair from this blue dinosaur is going to send Orex flying. Just watch. Come on.
We see why he led with Peach, right?
Yeah, it's just lead with your main. It's fine.
120% on the first stock, and it didn't even matter.
Come on, Yoshi, just use that Nair. Just kill the Nair. Prove me right. Come on. I need it as a commentator. Let's go. Almost.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
My goodness.
If you're that good with your main squad track, it's just another singles bracket.
Like, they talk about apples falling far from trees, but we never talk about peaches falling at all. He did not. Didn't drop that stock at all. 180?
Right?
My goodness. Wouldn't Bowser have kidnapped her by now? It's been a while.
Right? Mario's like, shit, we're fine.
Everything's a glitzy. But all right. Leading with Peach again.
Better than Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
By the way.
Oh, no.
You're hired.
You had to remind me. I was just convincing myself that was a bad dream. Man. I don't know what kingdom that is, but it's not the mushroom one. Oh, Dark Pit to lead. We were talking about him earlier and how uncommon that is.
Right.
But I will tell you, Orex's Dark Pit is very real. Very real, very deadly.
Mm-hmm. You know, you got bored with P. Just want to see some other characters.
He said that was a little too easy.
Dark Pit sitting there second line. What's the holdup?
He said I need to wait for this peach to ripen a little bit. Hold up. We'll give her some time.
Plus, we got turnip options too.
But all
I
right.
don't know if the ripen. I don't know. Maybe.
You know, turnips. I think it's kind of like you know, like potatoes. You're like, I'm not sure if that is. I know it's a vegetable, but I'm not sure if it really falls in the same category.
When you've got a 3-stock game 1, game 2 is all going to be about guarding at this point. We're fine.
At this point, you're like, okay, so Peach almost lost the first character, so maybe I should keep her in reserve. because Orex is the type to see his success in the previous match and be like, but I almost lost that first stock first until that SD, so I'm going to keep it and play it safe.
And other changes going on for game 2, we actually have Mexidan, switching it up a little bit with the Clouds now in the middle spot with Byleth coming out first, and it's doing pretty decent against his Dark Pit so far. In fact, taking the lead.
When every stock makes a difference. Okay, a whole character difference. Oh, the back air extension. Didn't look like the sweet spot, though.
Not yet, but on the ledge, Pit has range. What can he do to keep Byleth off? Watch, gonna go for the up B, but just,
so close.
What I would love to see from Pitts is just, putting out those hitboxes there with forward air like he tried to go for, neutral or anything just kind of knock Byleth off that chain there.
Oh yeah, and like noticing like the immediate situation that Orex is in, and having the self-control to delay the recovery. Oh, and he could not grab ledge. He tried too many times.
All right, Dark Pit, gets the first stock. We're on our way to another three stock potentially. And Cloud, this is going to be scary because I feel like Cloud can get gimped so easily by this character.
Yeah, this character, there's like very seldom this much freedom off stage with a character.
And when Orex is ready, we haven't even seen the side beam armor mix-ups yet. So
it's
there's
true.
a whole other basically character moveset just waiting to be utilized.
But in the meantime, Orex is more than happy to build damage in the traditional way.
Right?
With these pit boxes. Okay, disjoints.
Look, I love commentating with you, but I'm glad it's our only block. I'm just kidding. I love you.
Oh, goodness. We're pink, baby. All right. Oh, my God. Okay, so this is looking very similar to the first game, right? Like, it started with, like, a very competitive first stock.
Yes.
And then, suddenly, you lose a stock in an unexpected fashion.
Right.
And now you're getting rolled.
Side B, there we go. Got the mix-ups, gets the stock. Now against Yoshi, this is going to be tough because I feel like Yoshi relies a lot on his armor, getting through with his aerials out of that. But you know what can rip through that is Dark Pit's even more superior side B armor.
In fact. It's going to take a lot of commitment to land something like that, though. But if you're going to commit at any time, it's when you have a 2-stock lead to 1, right? 3-stock lead to 1, in fact.
And not to mention, Mexidan needs to do something to get back. It means he can't just sit back on projectiles. But even if he decided to, Orex has one of the best reflectors in the game right now to keep those eggs at bay.
He's also utilizing it to land with?
Right.
Safely? Hello? And if you can't manage to land, it'll just go to ledge. Bayonetta style. Okay. Oh, this is where Yoshi succeeds, though, right? Yoshi's an extremely heavy character.
Right.
Uncharacteristic. Whenever I can't kill Yoshi, I just imagine what a better world would look like.
He's just moving there for a little bit with some parries, getting some pressure. However, Mexidan's keeping pretty good. Got a little 42 piece going on right there, getting him at bay. Gets a turnip in hand, but it's going to be kind of tough to use those out of shield against a character like Yoshi, who has such supreme area mobility around Peach even.
In fact, yes. And it comes in really handy because Peach's hitboxes are like larger than you'd expect and quicker than you'd expect. So with Yoshi's ability to maneuver around them and weave in and out to punish them, because there is some end lag of some of them. Not back air, not neutral. I'm talking about forward air specifically.
Almost getting the all stage forward air, which would have definitely sealed up. However, gets coming to the ground. However, Peach with the grab.
Oh my gracious!
Oh.
Yeah, that didn't no kill screen. I don't know if it was certainly DIable, right?
Yeah, like 100% DIable, but really like the mix up at that point is if I was in the player seat there, it's like a 50-50 because it's like, will it kill on that stage? I don't know. But usually in that situation, Peaches at most % go for the down throw, and he DI'd correctly for the down throw, but that is unfortunately bad DI for the back throw.
Tragically. Tragic end, and a tragic start to each game for Mexidan as well.
Yes.
Man. But I have a feeling he's going to be doing really well in losers. Orex is just an unshakable wall of calm.
That Peach was strong. We didn't get to see the third character. I already figured out what it was.
Right.
Doesn't matter. You can just pick random as the third character.
All you needed to see was Peach and Dark Pit.
Yep.
It's 2-on-3.
Honestly.
Could have been.
The Dark Pit was just a good, hologram.